Hey folks, good Tuesday morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome aboard our SITREP situation report here at TOPGUN Options. If you're not scheduled or get these when they automatically fire, make sure you sign up for our free Market SITREP by heading to go.topgunoptions.com/SITREP. And then you'll get notified when these things fire. You need to be notified for when these things fire because look what's happening here. As we talked about last week in my free week of live trading and training called Full Throttle, I said, hey man, this thing is getting ready to turn. It is hypoxic up here and look out below. And look out below is right. Take a look at two trades we put on this morning. One is up essentially $1,000 and one is up $1,300. We did a burner trade this morning on the S&P 500. I sent out email and text alert. Quick correction. The email alert had the wrong trade up here. I don't know why the VIX calls from last week were still in here. So let me show you what the burner trade is that we covered this morning. It's a bear call spread up here at 41.50, 41.75. So I sold 4 of the May 2nd 41.50 calls and bought the 41.75. So let's just go look at the S&P real quick. Up here, we sold this bear call spread right where we topped up out last week. I sold the 41.75 up here. Okay, the 41.50 sold the 41.50s, bought the 41.75s. That is called what? That is called a bear call spread, which is also called a credit spread. You make money, you take in money to do that trade. Then what did I do? I turned around and bought a 40.75 put with this. It is called a burner trade. Why? Because it looks like me taking off down the end of the runway in my F-18 Hornet. Let's go scroll down. This is what a burner trade looks like. Look at this. Low transition out of my F-18 and then boom, straight up. When did we put this on? We put this on in the live trade brief this morning at what time? 11:19 got filled on that trade. Let's go look at the chart. I told you this morning, look out below. Where's 11:19? Right here. What happened? Let me minimize this. There's 11:19 and absolute implosion. It is a look out below moment, and this trade is already up, and it's out a week and a half from now, and it's already printing money, folks. This is what you're missing out on. Look at that. We're up there. There's $1,000. It's up $2,300 so far today. Now, if you didn't get your Full Throttle membership, you're a little late. Solo Amazon is still open. We can take some votes in Solo Amazon, but folks, if you're trading out there solo, you're going to get destroyed. This is a look out below moment. Now, let's talk real quick. Why, Wiz, did you pick May 2nd as the expiration of that trade? Because guess what's going on May 3rd? A Fed meeting, a Fed announcement. I think between now and then, we got Microsoft, Apple, Amazon earnings are Thursday after market close. We got a lot of volatility between today and next Wednesday, and I think it is a lookout below between now and next Wednesday. But guess what happens next Wednesday? Potentially, Jerome Powell might come out and use the P word. Not Powell. It might be pause. He's going to raise 25 basis points again, interest rates again. And then what is going to happen? He might actually say, you know what? Maybe we're going to take a little bit of a break. I think we've been cranking up rates enough. Let's just see how things are looking. We potentially, not guaranteeing, might see a rip your face off rally. As soon as the Fed kind of sort of hints or thinks about that they're going to take a break from raising rates, you will see a rip your face off rally. Whoa, hold on, Wiz. You're talking about war in Ukraine, Israel-Iran war, China, Taiwan, raging inflation, blah, job market imploding, politics in this country. Everything's going to hell in a handbasket. Yep. The economy's awful. I mean, last week, a report out, CNBC survey said 69% of the American public holds a negative view about the current economy and what it's going to look like in the future. Yeah. And the stock market's going to go up. Yep. That's why you need to be a member here at TOPGUN Options, because the stock market is not the economy. As a matter of fact, in Bizarro Market, a market where everybody gets a trophy, and there is no such thing as failure in capitalism, capitalism until there is, and it's massive, and the Republicans, separate conversation. The worse the economy gets, you ready for this? Potentially, the better the stock market does. Because Jerome Powell is going to jump in again to save capitalism. Oh my God, things are really bad. Let's cut interest rates. Wait, hold on. We're all burning to death from raging inflation, and you're going to cut rates? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an absolute shit show train wreck that we're in. When in a hole, cease digging. Nope. We're going to lower an excavator down to the bottom of that hole to keep digging. We have the debt ceiling fight that's going to be coming up. I mean, Speaker McCarthy hasn't talked to Joe Biden. He's been begging the president to come and talk. No, we're just going to do the political gamesmanship. Sideshow Bob over here. Extreme MAGA Republicans are holding the American people hostage with a debt. You mean we're trying to live within our means? Yeah, those are the extremists in the country, are the people who want to pay our bills and live within our means. I'll never forget Mitt Romney when he couldn't stand Mitt Romney, but he running against Barack Hussein Obama. He's like, dude, how do you win against Santa Claus? How do you run against Santa Claus? How do you run against people? How do you run as the adult? How do you run against somebody who's like, I'm going to give everything away for free? That's physically impossible. Yeah, but you didn't hear the word free. Yay, vote for me. So, folks, we have a debt crisis that's coming. It's absolutely horrible out there. But guess what? I'm going to make money on the absolute horror. Look at what is this? This is the primary model portfolio year to date. That's today. Look at this. Our S&P trades today are up 59, $100. What's our performance? Let's go year to date. Year to date, 89, 90, if you'll allow me to round up, $90,000 just in the primary portfolio, and we're looking at 77-ish just in our S&P 500 trades. And folks, look at this. We're only deploying out of a model $100,000 portfolio at any one time, folks, might have about 25 to 30 grand at risk. Not deploying. I love this ratio, 70-30. Okay? Right now, you should be looking at about 30% deployed into the market and about 70 sitting on cash. Okay, because I could be wrong. In a week and a half, Jerome Powell could come out and say, we're still cranking interest rates. We're not even close to being done. If he says something like that, it's definitely look out below. But at the second they even hint or whisper at we're going to take a break from raising it, boom, rip your face off rally. Okay? Trust me, I am ready for any of it. Right? Look at this. Rip your face off rally, implosion. Rip your face off rally, implosion. Rip your face off rally, keep going. No, that wasn't going to happen. I told you this last week in Full Throttle. Get hedged. I did make the mistake of putting the VIX trade, or I left the VIX trade from last week in here. Are you bullish on volatility? You better be bullish on volatility, folks. The VIX, especially today, is starting to do what? Show signs of life. Look at this. Boom. I told you, what was it, last Tuesday? I think it was this time last week. I said, get what? Get long, get bullish on volatility. The VIX was at about 16 last week when I told you to get long volatility. It's up to 19. You're up about 25% on the VIX since I told you to get long it last week. Okay? I love what we're doing here at Top Gun Options, folks. We are having an absolute blast. Hey, episode 58. Wiz was born a rambling man of the Max Afterburner Podcast. Just dropped today. Make sure you check it out. There's a lot of good stuff going on in that podcast. You can listen to it on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, iTunes, or wherever all the cool kids listen to podcasts. As I'm rambling, I'm kind of waiting a little bit because waiting to see this. As I was rambling, I'm looking at one of my other screens, and boom. We were trying to hold, look at this. We were trying to hold 4,100, slam. Trying to hold like 40-80-ish, slam. This is a look out below moment, and as I'm talking to you, we're even making more money on the positions we had on this morning. Now the SPX trades from this morning are up about $2,400. I love it. I love it. Love it. Now we're over 90 grand year to date in the primary portfolio. Isn't this awesome? Are you somebody who's looking at this market today going, oh no, red in my portfolio? Not us. At Top Gun Options, I can train you, not educate, I can train. Fighter pilots are trained, doctors are trained, attorneys are trained. I can train you how to make money as the market is going down. Men lie, trades don't. On your screen right now, we have bearish positions on the S&P 500 that are green as heck today. Isn't that fun? Now, obviously, Amazon, I have a long-term bullish synthetic stock position on Amazon out to June of 2025. And yeah, that's underwater a little bit right now. Actually, let me group that trade together. This is a synthetic stock position all the way out into the future. So, of course, right now everything's kind of red today. The long-term bullish ones will be a little bit red today. That's okay. It's up $400-$500 since we put this on. But on a day like today, you want a lot of green in your portfolio, and those are your bilge pumps, those are your ejection seats, those are your hedges. And the more I talk to you, the more the S&P implodes. Now that trade from this morning is up $2,500 and climbing. I mean, what are the puts? Even just the puts we bought this morning are up $1,100. I love this stuff, folks. Very passionate about what I do. Like I said, if you didn't get your full throttle slot last week, that's on you. I showed you last week live. I think I had like 12, 14-ish, wherever that is, S&P 500 sniper shots that made 17 grand. The only, quote, losing trade I had last week was a bear call spread on Amazon, where the S&P 500 sniper trades throughout the week more than wiped out any of that. But look at Amazon since last week. I told you this run-up was going to end, and look at where we are. It has ended. Again, check out what we do here at Top Gun Options. If you didn't get your full throttle stuff, like I said, too late. Wait until the next quarter. But you can head to go.topgunoptions.com/sitrep, and you can check out this daily free video that's got awesome content, or go to go.topgunoptions.com/trade plan. You can download our 7-step easy for me to say, proprietary trade plan, where you can get a taste of what I teach here at Top Gun Options, and this is free. Go check it out. All right, guys, I got to go, and gals. Have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge fights on, and namaste, basi basi.